I know what many of you are thinking right about now. It's about time these two got hitched. But great things do not simply come to fruition quickly. The diamonds, for example, in Rhiannon's ring, first developed deep within the Earth's mantle, later to be uplifted through the Earth, mined and cut, passed down through generations of her family, until when, very shortly, they'll find a new home on her finger. The diamonds themselves may be billions of years old, which may seem much longer than Rhiannon and Tori's 9-year journey that brought them to this point. However, Tori and Rhiannon believe their journey together outlasts even that of the diamonds. Everything seen before us is connected in a very special way. Everything from the earth to the trees to our very bodies, we all share the same mother, and that mother is the stars. All of the atoms that comprise us, that make us possible, were forged in the extreme density and violent explosion of the stars. When Tori first met Rhiannon 10 years ago, he felt as if he had known her his entire life. She was at once the coolest and hottest person he had ever encountered. That is the coolest line ever. And these feelings were mutual. It is not implausible, then, that this connection has some physical reason, some explanation. And Tori and Rhiannon believe it is because that while they may not have known each other, their atoms did. It certainly would be poetic if this connection between them was felt because the atoms that comprised them at birth were simultaneously formed during a distant star's last hurrah. These atoms would have experienced a magnificent journey across the universe over billions of years, where they would have coalesced, forming the Earth, and later into stalks of celery, ingested by their mothers, and assimilated into the beautiful and younger forms of their developing selves. Surely over the next 20 years, most of the original atoms would have been replaced, but maybe, just maybe, a few just remained. Because once Tori and Rhiannon met, there was no going back. This instilled familiarity caused an attraction that was too great. So it can be agreed upon, then, that it is about time, but not because of the meager few years they've known each other, but because of the eons since they've been reunited. Tori and Rhiannon would now like to attempt to express the connection they feel for one another. Tori, you may begin fumbling through the English language.
Rhiannon, I promise to love you with every cell of my body. Well, for the most part. I'm sure every now and then some cells will falter, go rogue, and be pretty upset with you. But I promise to always quell those cells so that I may quickly realize that I need to appreciate every waking and sleeping nanosecond of my life with you. I cannot think of another collection of atoms I would rather spend the rest of my life with, and I will do anything to show you that. To begin showing my appreciation, I would like to place a ring containing fairly rare elements, gold and other metals, and a common element in a rare form, the carbon making up the diamonds, on your finger, so that in my absence it may act as a reminder of my love for you. And even with the ring's rare atoms and unique structure, they pale in comparison to your rarity and your beauty. Rhiannon, will you spend the rest of your life with me?
I will.
And Rhiannon, you may now try and convince us that this guy is worthy of you.
I have been asked many times how I know you are the one. Simply put, you are my best friend. Everyone remembers staying the night at someone's house when they were younger. You'd stay up late doing nothing but making each other laugh until one of you was about to pee your pants. Well, every day feels like I'm sleeping over at my best friend's house when I'm with you. You can make me laugh when I'm having the worst day possible, and you've even made me almost pee my pants more times than I can count. I'm sure everyone remembers being scared to go to middle school. I'm sure you had a friend to team up with and tackle the new obstacles with that made the transition not so scary. You are my partner in crime. You are the one that I have teamed up with to make life's journey not so scary. And I have to say, I think we make a pretty awesome team. You truly are my other half. Thinking back on the past 9 years together, I have nothing but wonderful memories with you. I know that we've had our highs and our lows, but I only see the highs. Kind of like this ring. Looking at this ring, we can see there's a top and a bottom, an up and a down, a high and a low. However, when you wear the ring, you can only see the top. Wearing this ring will remind us that our life together will be full of ups and downs. But it will also remind us to forget the negative things that come our way and only allow ourselves to remember the positives. Please accept this ring as a promise from me. A promise to work as a teammate in life. A promise to always be there for you. And a promise that you are the one I have chosen to spend my life with. Tori, will you spend the rest of your life with me?
I will.
The collection of atoms we call Tori may now kiss the collection of atoms we call Rhiannon. And after the kiss, the couple will release butterflies. Not because they represent anything, but because they're pretty and they look cool.
I don't want to go. I want to just let go.